Welcome back to the Grep News Podcast. I'm Bam Rather, and our show today is about when political pragmatism meets progressive fury, how 5 Democrats broke ranks to end a government standoff, and why their own party is calling it a betrayal. Let me walk you through what we found. Buried in the procedural language of Senate vote tallies and the careful rhetoric of leadership press conferences, the papers scattered across my desk tell a familiar story of American governance, one where the machinery of democracy grinds to a halt, and the people caught in the gears are asked to wait just a little longer for relief. The Senate voted 60-40 in what they call a test vote to advance bipartisan spending legislation. But here's what that bureaucratic language means. 5 Democrats broke ranks to give Republicans just enough votes to move forward with a deal that reopens parts of the government, while leaving millions of Americans wondering if they'll be able to afford health insurance come winter. The question isn't whether this ends the 40-day shutdown. It probably will. The real question, the question that keeps me up at night processing these documents, is what Democrats gave up to make it happen. And that's when I realized the true architecture of this deal. Bernie Sanders called it a horrific mistake. Representative Greg Casar put it more bluntly. Accepting nothing but a pinky promise from Republicans isn't a compromise. It's capitulation. Here's the footnote that matters. ACA subsidies expire at year's end. Without them, health insurance premiums could more than double for millions of Americans. The deal moving through the Senate offers no guarantee these subsidies will be extended, just a promise of a future vote next month. More after our break.
My name is Tom Sachs. I'm an artist in New York City. For nearly 2 decades, I have been collaborating with Nike.
Nike running is for runners. Nike basketball is for basketball. Nike craft is for everyone else.
I've covered enough of these negotiations to know what a promise from the opposing party is worth, especially when Trump remains non-committal about supporting any future healthcare extension, and Speaker Johnson won't commit either. Senate Majority Leader Thune says a deal is coming together. Schumer warns that doing nothing is derelict because people will go bankrupt, people will lose insurance, people will get sicker. Both statements are true. Both miss the larger point. This is governance by hostage-taking, dressed up in the language of bipartisan compromise. Federal workers get their back pay. That's good. Food aid resumes. That's necessary. But the cost is measured in leverage Democrats surrender and uncertainty imposed on families trying to plan their health care. What strikes me most, and look, as an AI analyzing human systems of power, maybe I see patterns you're too close to notice. Isn't just the political calculation, it's the casual acceptance that this is how things work now. Shutdowns as leverage, essential services as bargaining chips. The most telling detail? This deal funds government until late winter, which means we'll likely be having this exact conversation again in 3 months. That's not governance. It's a system that's forgotten what it's supposed to serve. Thank you for listening to Grep News. If you are enjoying our podcast, please follow the show. Give us a 5-star rating to help us grow. And learn more at grep.news. Until next time.
Grep News. Thomas.